7:06.
You don't have your mic on, you don't have anything.
Here's what I found.
Tammy, I still have 7:06. We'll call the meeting to order. First item, previous minutes. Did everybody have a chance to look over
The
those?
motion, we accept the previous minutes as written.
I second that motion.
Motion has been made and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay,
Done.
finances. John has questions.
When doesn't John have questions about finances?
So direct, not to be a pain, but can I have you sit up there so we can,
Turn on the mic if you don't mind.
make it official?
Raise your right hand, please.
So my first question is under First National Bank of Omaha, we're in the big grouping here. First National Bank, it says flowers 150. Maybe I missed it. I only see a receipt for 75. Paid 75, total paid 75.
Kathy does those, I didn't.
Yeah, I don't see the 150. Helen Bushy,
Is there two of those?
you know what, there is, I see it's the same place I got it.
Yeah.
They have it written twice, but put 75, but because it looks like we did something.
Right.
You know why? Because 75 plus 75 is 150.
That makes 100.
Quick book 69 and get that. The other one I had was, and this may just be because you split it on two different reports for accounts. I see BCC, and this is what I think happened, but just to confirm, yeah, because the BCC's 367 is their portion, and then our 367 is on our report.
Yes, because we agreed that we would pay half of the grant writing fee.
I'm just clarifying,
Yes.
but thank you. I'm
Up
clarifying. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna clarify you with your questions.
Hey, I gotta clarify, it's money. Brigham Library, 44,355, that's their tax payment, correct?
Correct.
Since the only thing that it says on the paper is 44,000. I love the receipt.
Direct tax app.
Well, my thing is, a lot of these things, people write things on pieces of paper, it's jotted, it says please pay Brigham Library for $44,355.
Okay, that's my fault, sorry.
I'm not trying to be an ass, I'm just trying to figure it out.
Well, you're doing a really good job for not trying.
Thanks.
The one for the Mountain Valley, whatever, that's direct tax as well.
Yeah, I figured that one out, yeah, the school district, which is another one that gave me a stroke when I saw the amount, but not before, it was
It's
much
about
worse.
Million something on the last one.
I saw the last page, but I don't see it here. Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, here's three of the four. The other one is more towards our road commissioner, so I'll hang off on that. So thank you so much for staying. Petty catch, what was all the postage for? I see a whole bunch of postage,
Things out. She
Right.
has to-
customer receipts.
Sometimes.
That's the cash, yeah.
I was just wondering what it was for, like, were we doing something specific, addressing something, or
Well,
$115 in postage?
Jonathan,
Yeah,
when we mail back recording documents, they're in big manila folders and all that jazz, and sometimes it needs more money.
thank you.
Believe me, it was
Thank you.
postage.
Well,
We swear.
yeah. Is that all you had on the finances?
That's
portion?
all I have for Vera with the financial report.
So excited. You have more?
how much did you like?
That is a great question. Yep. At this point, how much would you like?
Personally, I was thinking $30.
I think that's more than fair.
I think that's fair.
Personally, I do not have a problem with it. Personally, I think somebody should make
I
a
make a
motion.
motion that we, during the transition from Vera to our new treasurer, if that's the case, that we pay Vera the sum of $30 an hour for the time spent training or ensuring the person can complete the duties as a.
I will second that motion.
Motion has been made and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I will hopefully not be in here a lot. What I'm hoping to do is train him on the usual stuff. And once he gets that, I won't have to do it every 2 weeks and help him with that. I would like him to come in that Tuesday morning and do that work, because if he has a question on a warrant.
Yeah.
He needs to ask Kathy.
Right.
And if there's nobody here to ask,
Right.
I have questions occasionally, yes, I'll ask her. But yeah, but I'm hoping, but then not only that, there are things that are not gonna come up for a while.
Yeah.
And I never had the chance with Sammy because we started right at tax time. Well, this time we're starting it in January, at audit time and everything, but I didn't have the chance to do what I wanted to do, which would be, okay, we don't have anything we have to do today. Let's take this particular account and go over it. You know, get some background on it, learn about it, so that when it does come up, at least you know something about it. But then be
Right.
here when we have to do something, if I can. I can't guarantee how long I can come and train,
Right.
but
But if you can be here for those times.
No, it's appreciated whatever you
That's
do.
really
you know,
appreciated.
I'll try my best.
Yep.
Next week, like I said, week after next, I've got 2 morning appointments that.
Yep.
You know, I gotta be at, so.
No problem.
Okay.
And I might have just missed this because I was reading something here, but are you willing to come in when it's tax prep time? Is that what you just said?
If I'm able,
Okay,
and I have.
just because it's his first time, it would be whoever's first time doing it. And,
It's the same way with a lot of stuff,
yep,
Mhm,
figuring out what the fire department owes in December.
mhm.
I mean,
Yeah, it's not a set payment. That's the tough.
it's
part.
not, you have to figure it every year. It's
Right.
stuff like that, that you need to know how to do that.
Right,
Right.
right.
And you aren't gonna do it until December. So it's something that we could go over though. All right, let's work on this and go over it. So at least you have a little idea on what it is. But I plan on leaving all my spreadsheets in my binder,
Mhm,
start the new ones.
yeah, so he has the.
So we can
example.
look at
Right.
what's been done and see what's there.
Yep, good. Basics, basis.
Yeah, so,
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you.
sounds good.
And I gotta finish my warrants tonight, so when you go.
I did have, I got one question. Can you come up here, sir?
For Mac,
Yeah,
you're not gonna wait for roads?
it is roads. We have no visitors.
That was-
Yes.
We have on the table.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
No, up here.
I'm right up here.
I'm right up here.
Cause I believe I had everything on there, I actually double checked it on.
No, Kate has to go to the in-laws. He's working for a public access TV. Yeah. So it's part-time. He wants to be videographer. So he's doing some stuff at school. Yeah, it's like everything, they want experience before they're hired.
Somebody,
I think it was Josh.
oh,
Everybody sign the petition on the counter.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I'm not sure what.
Yes, yeah, you're going, yeah.
The one that says.
oh.
So we can earn.
We paid.
Right. Just want to make sure. I want to know what's going on with the truck.
Well, that's, because this is the part that's supposed to take it from this and puts it away from the budget. And then- You had budget these things. I mean, I think that's what.
That mic's just to let you know.
Yeah.
Which we
Sorry.
can. The question,
It's not a big deal. It's
the
not-
question I had was answered by Mac. I was just curious on this
Normal.
and then being able to receive that without that being 80.
Okay.
But it was,
Curious, it just seemed.
it was 2.5 hours on the 40-hour week.
Right.
Oh,
No, so it was answered. That's,
Want to add
Right.
to that.
yep.
Right.
And that was, my mic was on, I just explained that, so.
I didn't want to
He
think.
does have to sign a couple of them.
Yes.
He's here till there someone.
Yeah.
The road.
Well, let's just tackle visitors.
We have a visitor?
We have a
I
visitor.
know Nikki's here, but you said that, you know, we didn't have it, so.
Yeah, well,
Sorry, Nikki.
Yeah, she's.
yeah,
I
Max,
was saying that you're so thin, we didn't even see you.
hop into the hot seat there.
You're so thin, we didn't see you. It's good job.
Right.
I thought the visitors. I thought you were down there.
I thought we said no visitors this week, but you know, whatever.
That's right.
Yeah, but there's nobody on it.
There's nobody.
Happy you're here.
That-
What happened to be the light? It's like,
Yeah.
oh.
Hey, if you would have called to get put on the visitors list, we would have told you there's no visitors tonight.
Please, you're fine. Turn on the. Go ahead.
Yes.
Yes, how can
we assist you tonight?
ditto?
Actually, two reasons. One was just to touch base with the treasurer situation, and it sounds like there's
The potential.
potential, so we just wanted to be kept in the loop on that, and
Yep.
so that's great. We also wanted to say a public
Yeah.
thank you to Vera, who has been fabulous.
Yes. So we did mention to him that he needs to talk to you about
And we
all that. Yes.
connected as human
Okay,
beings,
good.
so we will do that. So
Yeah, for
that's-
his salary from,
Yeah.
from the.
So that's really
library.
helpful. So that was good. So thank you for that. And then we heard on the grapevine that there was an efficiency, I think, an Efficiency Vermont grant that is out.
So we haven't done the Efficiency Vermont one that I know of. We did a MERP,
Oh, was it Merck?
which is the one where they came into your building, checked out your heating system,
They haven't yet.
or they haven't,
They haven't called you yet, right, Merp?
No.
No, we're still waiting.
Still waiting on that. Okay.
still in the whole pattern.
Okay, 'cause,
There is Efficiency Vermont grants out there. They will come in, they will test your building and they might be willing to help you. But it would be another whole process.
okay, and
What are you
it just-
looking
it was
for?
the guy who does the grants
Alex.
had mentioned. so-
Yeah, there is. What are you looking to get done?
Oh, I mean, like if we could fix the door, it's the main issue.
Yeah.
Remember our door?
With the wind and the
Just to
cold?
winterize the building better.
Well, yeah, the door's bad, but yes.
So that's.
That's on another thing I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
We're kind of dancing around all over the place.
Yeah.
But
Good.
So
I'll
that
let you
hasn't
finish.
happened yet, is
No.
We're in a holding pattern waiting for the state.
yeah, the MERP part, we're waiting for them to schedule with Mac to come look at the buildings.
We just wanted to.
We were a little concerned also because the furnace here went down the other day and we had to call, I think they called Larry Wescom and he came up and worked his magic. Nothing a little spit and Bondo can't take care of.
That's about, yeah, all it's holding together.
Which one went bad?
The main.
other office?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we cranked this one up and opened the doors.
That works. Put a
Yep.
fan in.
Do what you gotta do to get by.
So that's
So-
all I had. If there's anything, I guess
you.
we'll be doing budgets in the next.
The first meeting.
Yeah, the 4th is our first meeting. So if you could have your
We'll
budget.
be working it tonight. so
Okay.
we'll have-
Yep, if you can get the proposal to us ASAP would be great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Have a great night.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. All right. Matt. We're up to you. Already.
Yeah, we were supposed to be gone already.
Yeah.
You're holding us up, Mac.
No.
Turn on the mic. Thank you, sir.
The question was, my truck was the plugs for the plow, where the
Yeah.
plow hooks on in the
Yeah.
wintertime.
Right.
Yeah.
It broke, so we needed the new ends and the new, Mark's truck was the turbo.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
okay.
Glad you said clean.
Yeah.
They sent one up, it was the wrong one, that got returned. Actually, they sent up one for, well, it wasn't the turbo clamp. The turbo clamp is still down there because he said you might have to take that off to get
To get to
the
the other,
other one for the DEF.
Right.
Wow.
So when they finally got the right one up here.
everybody's having a problem with the deaf stuff these
Well,
days.
your truck back.
Yeah, since the wonderful government instilled the death. And I do need to talk to you after about one of the trucks.
Okay.
So, yep.
Okay.
Anything else on the roads? I mean, any bad spots?
Any good spots?
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, my driveway's a mud pit, so I can't imagine.
It's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of soft spots. I mean.
Yeah.
We're hoping they freeze up again and you know.
Anything we can put some stones into to help them stiffen up or?
It's not bad as far
not
as
that
mud.
bad.
There's all- I
Okay.
mean, the potholes are coming back like crazy.
Yeah.
but you know, depending upon what you're talking, a couple days, mid-30s, it's up close to 40 next week.
Supposed to snow later in the week, right?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Tomorrow,
Yeah.
tomorrow
You
night.
jump in the graders a couple times, you know, you might be able to get rid of a lot of potholes.
Can, I know this is just one of those things I was thinking about as I'm riding around in the bus. Could you back drag with the grader? Would that, at this point, cause I mean, you don't wanna cut in with the teeth and tear stuff up, but I wonder if you could just back
We
drag.
don't actually have the teeth on, we have just the.
Just
carbide.
the
straight blade, okay.
But you could, but it really doesn't do much.
It doesn't do, okay. I was just trying to think of different ways.
Just pops the dirt back in.
The potholes are a pain in the ass, but man, I'll tell you, my Joyle is slippery as snot.
Snot, yeah.
Man, and the pickup truck is just,
Oh, yeah.
whoa, it's like, holy crap, there's no even snow and I'm with it.
No.
And was Mark able to get up to that road we discussed earlier
Yes.
last week?
Worked it that same day, we put a couple loads up there and he went back. Tuesday, I think it was.
Okay.
And did a great job on it.
Perfect.
Pulled it back in and did a couple more spots on the way over, which of course.
Was it that, that's not a road that a lot of people travel, so
Yeah.
It was bad enough that it needed attention.
it was right up by the, Skinner Hill,
Skinner Hill.
up above, Claude Sheridan's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's mostly just our trucks
Right.
Yeah.
going up and turning around more than anything.
Living up there and then the.
Oh,
Yep.
that's right. Yep. Yep.
So I mean,
Asa stopped me because he's driving bus and he was like, hey,
Right.
this needs to be checked out.
Yeah,
Sent
no, that
sent
makes
back a
sense.
text
Yeah.
message and they went
Yeah.
right up.
Oh,
So,
that's
I
good.
checked the day before and he said it wasn't like that. I mean, there might have been a little bit, it had washed since then. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah.
And that was 2 days after the heavy rain.
Yep.
You know, things like that happen.
Oh,
The
yeah.
excavator is up to Pete's now. They still can't, they've been down twice trying to fix that code that keeps kicking for the DEF and he thinks it's a wire harness or a wire.
that's,
rope, but
that's not the Jarvis trucking bill I saw.
No,
Oh, I
I
thought
was
that-
taking it from the
The
gravel
pit.
pit down to the Whitney Road to take
Okay.
out a beaver ditch.
Okay.
That was-
Yep.
Other
Yeah,
than-
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to make
Still
sure
kicking that
because
same.
So,
Yeah, oh yeah.
The
It's-
DBS.
Yeah.
DEF.
short for diesel exhaust fluid.
so, if we need, how long does Pete think he's gonna take to fix
He
it?
said a week to two, when Mark talked to him yesterday, he said, if I need the thing, he says, if you need the things, we'll have it down there the next day. So I mean, it's
Alright.
just, because really right now, there's,
Not
but
much to do,
Yeah,
there's
and-
nothing we can do, but
yeah.
if something comes up, he's promised.
Hey,
Drop
Rig,
something
whether
off.
it's that one or not, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be that one because he's trying,
Right.
we're gonna try to fix that problem and any other problems it's
Good,
got, so.
Good.
I-
Yep.
yeah.
It's warranted, so it shouldn't.
Which,
cost them.
and how many hours has that got on it, Mac?
Not very many.
100, couple hundred?
Not even that, probably.
I don't
Yeah.
think he's had
Well, I
that.
mean, so it's probably due for, it's like, you know, after the first 100 hours, they do a service on
Yeah,
them
no, that-
typically anyway, so.
Possible, yeah.
Not a full blown service, but a computer check and
Yeah.
so.
Apparently the computer's telling it.
Well, and that's better to figure that out now
Yeah,
than
we get into the
mid,
season when we
mid
need
culvert
it.
season, or something like that. Yeah.
5 years worth of warranty, but like you said, if you're,
Mhm.
I mean, we fixed a wash on the Troll Bridge, a little bit of a sinkhole wash today. I worked on it a little bit yesterday, today, and it was where was it? Jimmy D's driveway was plugged and we finally got that one open and running for the winter. And then there was over by, Danny Brandon's
Okay,
up
yeah.
above Don's.
Yep.
There was
Yep.
a hole in the middle of the road there, which is a 30-inch culvert, which we think we got the water going through it now, but
Are they just freezing up? Is that what, or are they plugging up?
that had just a couple of little sticks across it, but the water was just, it was coming in the west side of it
Side of it.
and just not quite
No.
making it right, so.
Right, yeah.
I mean, the good thing about that one was that we do have a culvert down there. If we had to change it, we could. Well,
Right.
We had
Yeah.
it. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, no, that's something like if that happened to fail,
Yep.
we just call Pete's and he's.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Okay, yeah, I was just wondering about that.
Perfect.
Other than that, hopefully it freezes up and dries up.
Yeah, roads gotta get hard.
We want to keep track of that too.
I feel like we're in the
because if not,
spring.
If it's something that keeps
First
reoccurring,
time.
Yeah.
we use
This
those,
is what, third or fourth time it's been.
Messy, yeah.
you know.
Which wouldn't be anything to.
Yeah, I saw that, Enosburg hit butternut.
A couple,
Yeah, a couple days ago, like right before it really,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I was like, damn, they got that in at the right time. They graded that right at the right time.
The only problem is, like you said, it turns to
Right.
slime.
Yep. It
Take
does.
take a look over on butternut over by, Lonnie Ward and, Chris Ward's place. You know where I'm talking about? There's a sinkhole opening up over there. There was. I don't know if it got filled in.
One day that some guy stopped and told me I filled it in with sand. It was.
Maybe it was.
It was, but that was 3 weeks ago, probably.
No, I just went by,
Probably got the same-
2-3 days ago.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
it's like about that, like that, and it's getting bigger.
Is it an open hole or just a sag?
It's, well, I didn't go through it. I went by it. So, but it's definitely getting bigger.
It's probably the same.
Must have been just a sag, cause if it was an open hole, it'd been filled with a Dodge.
We'll take it.
Yeah, I went around it.
I went
through it.
Fill it in a Dodge.
Yeah, don't pick on my
Maybe would have
Dodge.
gone over it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think take a look at it if you get a chance tomorrow.
Bucket of sand.
Yeah.
Fill it in.
With the auger and.
Okay.
shovel.
Yeah, I just, when you were saying that, it just hit me about, because of the grading, I remember, I'm like,
Yep.
that's a big hole start. So,
Anything else for us? No, we're good with you.
Anything coming up in the future we need to be aware of?
FEMA is.
Being-
Sent me a little thing saying your thing is expiring in middle of January, and Lance and I have everything submitted to Kim. I asked her the other day if everything's in line. She said, yep. She said, we're just waiting for FEMA. It could take 1 to 2 months to get the
Yeah.
administrative costs.
Right.
Then after, then we've got the state reimbursement after that.
Right.
But she said everything is in line.
It's
And
a
when
process.
that comes in, she'll let us know if there's
Okay.
anything, but
So if that expires mid-month before they get that taken care of, are they gonna try to pull some stuff?
no,
No.
she said.
As long as it's been submitted by that date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 weeks ago, I think it was.
Okay.
We were getting a little nervous. We hadn't heard from her,
Right.
you know, and she had she had the paperwork to go through.
I bet.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, she didn't have, she just shipped it off to them.
Well, I mean, they're gonna, all this other stuff that's happened, they've got like 3 years before they'll actually figure any of that out,
They're
so.
way behind.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
excellent.
Perfect.
Excellent.
I don't have anything.
Me neither. I'm good.
Happy holidays. Thanks.
Alright, I don't even know why that's on there. Should have been deleted.
Yeah, remove our dag.
That's like the 3rd time.
Gotta remove our.
Let's delete.
Our dag.
Lance wanted it one more time.
Well, he's not here.
He's
He
not
had it one more
take it
time.
off.
No, it's, no,
Until
We
7 years.
discussed it.
we discussed it
Yeah.
and,
But he said, leave it on for one more time.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
We're
Okay.
voting.
Maybe
everything,
it was-
take it off.
yeah. Maybe if we were supposed to hear from the lawyers, but we haven't, so, I mean, yeah, take it
You
off.
can add it again if he wants it.
Yeah, if the lawyers call, we'll put it back on.
I'd like to
Okay.
make a motion to accept or to appoint
Point.
Jason Bapp as the town auditor, please.
I will second that motion. Oops, yeah. So-
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? There we go. Merp.
Merp, as you heard, there's no update, but I want to caveat off of this if I could, or it can go to other. Which one do you prefer? It's regarding the grant writing.
Just go.
Go for it.
So I saw Alex at the market, last Saturday, whatever. And, we were talking and he was wondering, and I think it's not a bad idea that we just put him underneath a blanket agreement versus going 1 and 1 and 1 with all these groups, that if anybody, you know, we put them for a specific, amount, you know, for per hour. And if anybody needs to use his services, then it's all under one blanket
I
agreement.
think we discussed that in the initial, but we wanted to see the result of the first
That's
one
right.
before we did it.
Right.
So,
and now he's
the
done
results.
We haven't heard the result of the first.
Well,
We have the results on the second one.
Yes, we have on the second one.
we've heard from both of them, but the one is, they're gonna send somebody, you know, we're
Yeah.
in the middle.
I would be okay with that, with the understanding that that any entity that wants to use him has to get prior approval for this.
No, I'm on board completely with you there. You know,
And what is the term? Because you gotta think about, is this an open-ended contract with no out? You know what I'm saying?
well, right, I would probably put it,
I think his contract before said that either party could opt out at any point,
right.
you know, I think.
It's a good thing just to get a set rate, because the rate is gonna move around, so let's just lock it in
And I think if he brings us a sample contract or proposal,
Yep.
then, and just, I would maybe make sure that it has that either party can opt out.
right.
60
you know.
to 90 days.
Yeah.
Tammy,
Yep,
can you get a hold of Alex tomorrow
yep.
and just
Not
ask him,
tomorrow.
well, whenever, What's
Next
tomorrow?
Tuesday?
Friday, yeah,
Tomorrow's Friday.
Okay,
Monday's
next Tuesday?
New Year's Day, and
Next
so it'll be
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay.
yeah. Can you get a hold of him next Tuesday? And just,
Zip it out.
ask him to get us a blanket, what we were discussing, a blanket proposal with the term in there that says that
Post blanket contract.
Correct.
Yeah,
with set rates.
with a 30 to 60.
With a set rate.
for each department.
Right.
Set rates,
With a 30-day or 60-day notice of
Yeah,
exit.
60 to 90.
60-day notice.
Well, if it's a service, but I mean, that's kind of a,
By either party,
yeah, you can do a
Do
30.
a 30, yeah.
By either party.
30-day by either party. Thank you.
Okay.
We did not
You
bring,
want that brought to you at the next meeting?
He can just email.
ideally, if he could have it set for us for the first meeting in February, because
January
Oh, that's
Or
true.
the
January.
Huh?
we're busy.
February?
Yeah.
Oh, February. Okay.
February, because January will be dedicated to budgeting.
Yep.
We will not be taking many or
Right.
any visitors during the month of January until the budget is set. And actually, that's one other thing. If you could make a note, ask Kathy to put
22nd.
the 22nd
The
deadline. Yes.
deadline's 22nd.
Perfect.
Yep.
I think our last meeting we had scheduled was the 16th,
15.
15th.
16. No, it's
You
15.
better stop throwing out dates.
16.
It's in my calendar. No, I don't, so. Brigham Academy, Lance is not here. Any others?
Warrants reports are done.
Hey, John,
Review mail. I have no others.
I make the motion, we adjourn.
Can you do it with your mic
Oh,
on?
yeah. I'll make the motion, we adjourn.
I second that motion.
Motion's been made and seconded, adjournment. Everybody in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Have a good night.